Another final coming up on the track. Men's 800 meters. This last afternoon. Zelemus of Botswana with the championship best, the world best. Alex Bottrell from the City of York Athletics Club. National 800 meter champion, goes for Great Britain. What an afternoon for the Ethiopians. Is there more gold on the way from Germa? Simone Barantini has got great support behind him. Ngeno Kipngetich, second in the Kenyan trials. One of the world leaders this year. Solomon Lokuta, the African under-20 champion. A dual threat here from the Kenyans. Very cool. Now, Crestan, watch out. Breakthrough year, a national record earlier this year, which he then broke in qualifying. The piano-playing musician, Markim Lonsdale of Great Britain, season's best mark, gets him in the final. And Sharad, watch for him, particularly in the latter stages. He's got a great finish. Here are the finalists in the men's 800 meters. Two Kenyans, Kipngetich and Lokuta, go for gold. Ethiopia's threat comes from Germa. Usama Sharad of Algeria could be strong, and Elliot Crestan is an emerging talent. Kipyegon Bet winning this in 2016 in a Kenyan 1-2. They have won the last two 800 meter titles. And Crestan, well, we've seen one Belgian in Sakour break out of these championships. Crestan, very impressive as well. 1:46.84 is a national record. He's improved by more than 2 seconds this year. So from the outside, fastest non-automatic qualifier, Sharad. Watch for his kick at the end. Lonsdale got there. And a late burst as well. Elliot Crestan then of Belgium. Solomon Lokuta is the African under-20 champion. Can he now be the world under-20 champion? Ngeno Kipngetich, second behind Lokuta in the Kenyan trials. Simone Barantini ran a personal best in qualifying. The Ethiopian Adisu Germa. And from Great Britain, the national champion, Alex Bottrell. 8 athletes, 1 goal.
On your marks.
It's the final of the men's 800 meters here in Tampere. So away they go, the two Kenyans in the center of the pitch, the central lanes. Lonsdale out there on the outside in the British vest. Sharad often tends to sit nearer the back in the early stages. The athlete from Algeria on the left of the picture. Bottrell, one of the two Britons, on the inside there on the right, but the two Kenyans have gone to the front and they're led by Lokuta.
Lokuta, very similar to run to the semi-final, not taking any chances, going out hard, getting to the front. Germa sitting on his shoulder, and you can see Lonsdale, the Brit, is close to the action as well. Sharad on the outside could be a threat here. Lokuta looks comfortable coming through the first lap, and as you can see, Kipngetich up the inside, and it's messy. Very messy.
Lonsdale's fallen of Great Britain. They hit the bell, 52.18 seconds. There was a lot of pushing and shoving going on there. I think it involved one of the Kenyans. I think it was Kipngetich actually coming up the inside. In the meantime, it's an Ethiopian lead through Adisa Germa. Final lap now, this 800 meters. Kipngetich is actually in second. And look at Sharad coming from nowhere. Out in third place, the Algerian. And he can be quick at the finish. Also out there is Crestan of Belgium. And Lokuta menacingly in fourth at the moment for Kenya. but it's Kipngetich of Kenya who's going round and making an early run, and Sherrod is coming as well. Girma is labouring a little, but Lakuta looks dangerous, and Krastan's trying to find a kick at the death as well. But look at the Kenyan leading at the moment, and Geno Kipngetich, he was involved in a controversial incident earlier in this race. Now he's got to try and hold off his fellow Kenyan, because Lakuta's making a late run, and it's Lakuta who takes it. A Kenyan 1-2, and Sherrod of Algeria gets the bronze. Well, that race had an awful lot going on in it. The Kenyan domination continues in this event. This is a hat-trick of golds for Kenya in the 800 metres. Devastation for Markim Lonsdale of Great Britain, who fell after some real argy-bargy in the home straight on the first lap. The champion is Lakuta. Second place goes to Kipngetich at a personal best. And Sherrod of Algeria produced one of those highlight finishes of his to get third. There's the fall. Athletes everywhere as Lonsdale's hopes went up in smoke with that moment. Seemed to be just a trip on the back of maybe Sherrod, in fact.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting for the Brits to maybe re-look at that. To be honest, Kipngetich started off that train of chaos by coming up the inside in a very tightly packed race. Lakuta was able to come through, but Kipngetich, I'm not sure about that move, you know, that's going to have to be looked at. Sherrod seems to stay out of trouble. He has been disqualified before, but it didn't look like he was really involved that time. But certainly there's going to be a lot of looking at that replay, because that was chaotic.
Let's just take a look, watch what happens. Watch the second Kenyan going up the inside here, just before the incident that caused the fall. And then Lonsdale went over. A little bit of contact there.
Kipngetich definitely connected with the British athlete. You know, did he have enough space to go up the inside? I guess that's where the question is.
The result of the men's 800 metres, it's gold for Kenya. Solomon Lakuta leading a 1-2, and Geno Kipngetich second in 1:46.45, and Sherrod of Algeria ran to a bronze. Disappointment for the two British athletes. Markim Lonsdale at the bottom there fell after a tussle on the first lap.